What would you say to someone watching this video clip who is where you were, hasn't yet come full circle, so that he or she is able to say, I've worked this through.
Yeah.
And they can't seem to get unstuck.
Yeah. I think in light of how Joseph is presented, slowly, you read the text and you sit with him in prison. And unless you've already read the story, you don't know what's about to happen. And that's how people feel.
Yeah.
And the first thing is that's precisely where God is. You know, God sat beside Joseph in prison year after year. As we went through things and it looked like the wheels were falling off the wagon, I didn't know how it would all end. I didn't know what would be my future.
Yeah.
And none of that, the things that have happened, so many of them good, would I have ever chosen. I wouldn't have picked it. I didn't know how I ended up doing the ministry that I'm doing now. I never would have imagined that in 1,000 years.
Right.
But God is faithful right there. Even though you don't know, I hope it ends next Thursday. Well, sure we do. We all do.
Sure.
But maybe it's months, maybe it's years.
So there's a sense of trusting when you cannot see beyond this day.
We all want the happy ending, but
and we want it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The thing is, when we're facing those difficult days, for many people, they've already given up the happy ending. I know I felt like that. I mean, when does this story end? This isn't a story I want to keep telling.
I remember years ago when Cynthia and I were going through a real tough time that led us to wonder, where's all this going to go?
Yeah.
Not in our marriage, but in circumstances around us. And someone passed along to me a very wise comment. God not only plans the depth of a test, he plans the length of it. I don't know why, but I'd never thought about it. I knew he was involved in all of this we were going through. I didn't think he's planned the length of this.
Yeah.
And he could have gotten Joseph out of prison in a month and a half.
Sure.
But he left him there.
Yeah.
Because there are things to be learned in the prison that will not be learned anywhere else.
Yeah.
Or under the shadow of being misrepresented and judged unfairly. Consequences you don't deserve. You often hear about these guys that were found later not guilty, and they're allowed to get out of prison after all these years.
Right.
I think when Joseph finally got out, there was more of a thank you, Lord, for what you've taught me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And
rather than it's about time. You know?
You'd never get there until you go through it.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
And so when you're in the middle of it, don't hold out hope. To me, what was helpful is don't hold out hope that it ends tomorrow, because it probably won't.